And welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Today, the Allahabad High Court has quashed pleas by the Sunni Central Waqf Board and the Anjuman Intizamiya Masjid Committee. The two bodies wanted to simply quash the pleas or requests from the Hindu side, seeking permission to pray and the restoration of a mosque to a temple. Now, a day after the Archaeological Survey of India has submitted its survey report, should we now let the truth come out, instead of constantly miring the Gyanvapi issue in court after court after court? Ladies and gentlemen, the truth on Gyanvapi, whatever it may be, has to be accepted at some point. Let's debate.
Big legal win for the Hindu side in the Gyanvapi case.
जो मुस्लिम पक्ष के तरफ से फाइल किए गए थे उन सबको खारिज कर दिया। चूँकि 32 साल व्यतीत हो चुके हैं इस केस को फाइल किए हुए, इसलिए तुरंत एक्सपेडिशियस डिस्पोजल इस केस का करें और लोअर कोर्ट को डायरेक्ट किया है कि विदिन 6 मंथ्स इस केस को फाइनल जजमेंट जो है वो प्रोनाउंस करे।
The Allahabad High Court has struck down the Muslim side's pleas.
माननीय उच्च न्यायालय ने जो फैसला दिया वह एक ऐतिहासिक है और ये सभी पक्षों को मानना चाहिए, क्योंकि उन्होंने ये कहा है कि 6 महीने में इसे निस्तारित किया जाए और उनके एप्लीकेशन को रिजेक्ट किया है। किसी चीज़ को केवल लटकाना ही न्याय नहीं है। वैसे भी बहुत देरी होने से न्याय का कोई मतलब नहीं रह जाता, इसलिए न्यायालय ने बहुत ही अच्छा निर्णय दिया है।
The Muslim side challenged a Hindu plea to worship at the site. The Hindu suit also sought to restore Gyanvapi as a temple.
Apart from setting a 6-month deadline, the Allahabad High Court order today has a very important takeaway, which is that the Places of Worship Act, which till now only excluded Ram Temple at Ayodhya from its purview, would also now exclude Gyanvapi at Kashi. The question is, would the Mathura dispute be next, given its long legal history?
The High Court stated that restoration is not barred by the Places of Worship Act. Is it about time that there is consensus across the spectrum to bring out the Gyanvapi truth instead of going to court after court? Let's debate.
See, Atikur Rahman, whatever it is now, you have to accept the facts. You have to move on. Hai na? You may have problems with it, Atikur, but the Gyanvapi truth now cannot be denied. If there was a temple, I think it is best to accept it, have an amicable settlement. You are constantly losing in the court because you are legally on the wrong side. Historical facts will have to be considered. All courts will have to see the objective reality, Atikur. So I think pushing the agenda, can you hear me, Atikur? Delaying the agenda, trying to delay the resolution to the Gyanvapi issue is not going to work. Sadhvi Jayabharti is with us this evening. And what is your message to Atikur and all the others after this big win today on Gyanvapi, after this landmark order?
Welcome the court's order, and it has established for once and for all, and it is high time that the other community also understand that the Places of Worship Act is not the only law that court reads, interprets or considers in cases such as these. It has been, I wanted to ask one broad question here, that is this issue solely a Muslim issue that they have made by different attempts of, meddling with the process of survey, not letting that happen? I vividly recall then when the court had ordered the survey, that the other side, the other community said that they will not let the survey commence. They will not let the survey start. And on the day the ASI survey team had to arrive at the site, thousands of people had gathered as a mob to intimidate the ASI surveyors and create a situation of unrest and all the sorts of things. I just want to know that will they use the constitutional system only when it suits them, and they will withdraw their support when it doesn't suit them? It is time for India and for Hindus to reclaim their. Why do I find Indian Muslims standing by the people who were invaders? They feel like custodians of whatever had invaders done to this country. They stand by that. If it is historically our temples were demolished, they were destroyed, mosques were built over them. It is a comprehensive issue for Bharat and for Hindus to reclaim their heritage, their temples, their sites, their institutions. And even the Indian Muslims should stand by it. But I do not know why they have to stand by what invaders have done. And I'm thanking you also, Arnab. You've been asking the same question for series and whenever we are talking about Gyanvapi or other temples. If it is the Indian heritage, Indians should have it back. We need to reclaim it. If it is the Indian heritage, Indians should have it back. We need to reclaim it.
Absolutely. You see, I'm still waiting for the audio line to be put up with Atikur. Now, briefly, if I were to look at a summary, viewers, the pictures that you're seeing on the screen from Gyanvapi are those of clear Hindu symbols. There is absolutely what appears to be clearly to all symbols which are associated with the Hindu religion, the remnants of a temple. You are seeing a swastika somewhere, you are seeing a shivling somewhere, and there has been a serious attempt at mocking what appears to be a very legitimate Hindu claim. Now, Sadhvi Jayabharti is commenting on the big win for the Hindu side in this case. This has been extremely hotly debated. People have taken very strong views on this, and the Muslim side has got very animated in court and outside and on our debates. This has been made out to be a case that if the Hindu side wins, then basic laws against the protection of Monuments Act, Places of Worship Act is being violated. Sadhvi Jayabharti, what is the implication of this? The worry is, the Muslim side has, is that if the Hindu side wins in Gyanvapi, next is Mathura and next will be many other locations where Mughal rulers or Muslim rulers in the past may have broken down temples and built mosques or built just broken down temples forever. The Muslim side says this is going to be endless.
I want to ask the question the other way round. If there were invasions on this country, there were invaders, the people, the atrocities were met, injustice was done, our temple, our heritage was demolished. It is not about only Hindus. I would seek that every citizen, are Muslims of India, are they a part of India, or are they the sole custodians of what the invaders had done? I presume that they definitely would agree that they are not the custodians of the acts done by invaders in the history, but today they are standing by that side. And I'm talking whether it is Ram Mandir, whether it is Mathura, whether it is Gyanvapi, our consciousness is rising, and wherever is the opportunity, we will ask the Indian and the Bharat heritage to be back.
We finally got a
it is not about one single
audio
temple.
line through, and Tala is responding to you. Tala. But that's okay, we lost him again, but that's the point exactly. You're saying it's not about one single temple, but that's the worry on the Muslim side, that it won't stop with Gyanvapi, it will begin with Gyanvapi. That's the point.
It is a baseless worry. We expect something from the Muslim side. It is their country as well. It is their heritage as well. Why would they just forego that what belong to this country should not be restored?
Can you hear?
Mil raha, sir? Mil raha hai.
Yes, I can hear you now, Arnab.
Okay. She's basically arguing from the point of historical fact, right? And she's talking about sensitivities on the Hindu side, right? And you know that the court has said that the Places of Worship Act does not apply to Gyanvapi. Now, this means that the act that was passed to prohibit the conversion of places of worship does not apply to Gyanvapi. That totally crumbles the argument of the Muslim side. That is the law. You can't oppose that. That is the law. That is a legal position now, settled position legally.
So why are our concerns being tried over here, Arnab? May I ask? When the Ayodhya judgment was delivered, the Supreme Court itself said that 1991 Places of Worship Act is a sacrosanct act. It upholds the secular credentials of the country, of the nation, which
but that does not apply here.
Retrogable. Are we into defining or redefining judicial morality over here? Our patients are being tried over here by the judiciary itself. We will be questioning the judiciary. Our patients has no this thing now. If the Supreme Court had assured us that it is a non-retrogable phenomena of the Act of 1991, then our patient is getting lost now. We will be continue to question the judiciary. Are we into redefining the judicial morality in India now? How are we redefining all these goals and aspects?
Can I answer? Please.
Once you don't have to answer, Sadhvi ji. You don't have to answer. The judiciary needs to be answering us.
Who are you to question the judiciary? You just went to the court and came out after getting a good thrashing. You're asking a question on the debate.
No.
And this is such a simple question that even I can answer. You don't even need Supreme Court judges to answer you. It's such a baseless question. Don't overhype your intellect, sir. Don't do that. Now let me answer. Don't give a lecture over here. You ask the question.
Who are you to ask? Who are you to question?
Who are you to ask the question?
Who are you to question?
If I'm not, no, I'm nobody to answer. Who are you to question? Why?
Arnab, I am asking
you can't listen to somebody.
Simply
rest at home.
On the 12th of October, Arnab,
no,
you are questioning the judiciary.
Have patience and listen to me.
On
you are asking question to Arnab, probably Arnab has no judicial officer to answer
House
it. Maybe he'll do it. Arnab can't answer. I can't answer. You can keep your rhetoric on. That's fine.
I don't want to
I think Rashidi is also through now. Rashidi.
Sadhvi ji, I don't want to engage with you. For me, this is a question
I don't think I'm getting the audio line through Rashidi.
Being redefined.
Rashidi, a 6-month deadline has been drawn, which means there will be a finite conclusion, right? The ASI has submitted the report on the 18th of this month. अब ये जल्दी हो जाएगा. मेरा ये ख्याल है कि इसको और डिले करने की कोशिश से कुछ फायदा नहीं होने वाला है. हो जाए जल्दी सलाम बिल्कुल अग्रीमेंट हो जाए, कोर्ट की बात मानी जाए, है ना? You can't drag this.
Arnab, no one is trying to drag anything or delay anything. It was the court that had delayed the judgment. You should question the court on this regard.
But let me tell you one thing. A judgment has been delivered today. A judgment has been delivered, but the justice has yet not been delivered. And we will strive for justice. We will fight for justice from road, from the streets to the courts. There are options.
But you always said that. You even said that in the Ayodhya case.
The Anjuman Islamia Committee has said that they will go through the decision. They will further appeal against the decision. So the doors are not closed. We are
sure. Explore the options.
We are Indians. We are law-abiding citizens, and the committee itself has said that we have faith in the Indian.
But remember, there is also a plea.
We'll go against
Mr. Rashidi. There is also a plea pending before the Supreme Court, challenging the constitutionality of the 1991 Act.
What 1991 Act? Can you please repeat your question?
There's no overexcitement. It's due process of law.
Yeah.
So
I'm saying that there is a plea before the Supreme Court challenging the constitutionality of the 1991 Act. It is pending. The matter is listed for hearing on January 17, 2024.
Arnab, that's a different story. The Supreme bench of the Supreme
Places of Worship Act is
in the Babri verdict has already
itself being questioned.
1991 Worship Act. If you're talking about the 1991 Worship Act, a constitutional bench of the Supreme Court in the Babri Masjid.
Sure, but it's also pending before the Supreme Court. Anyway, now I'm glad I got the contrary side, but I think everybody's faith is important, right? Tala,
High Court has
Muslims and Hindus. Okay.
Arnab, your voice is
so why were they
I don't want this to be a fractious battle.
Long 30 years,
follow it very closely. I'll leave it there. I'm glad I got the other side. And ladies and gentlemen, big story of the day is the name of Mallikarjun Kharge emerging as the prime ministerial face of the India Alliance. Personally, you ask me, I think it's very, very premature. Very, very premature. They've got to sort out seat sharing first. These issues should come later. And I think somewhere, the Aam Aadmi Party, Mamta, Akhilesh are going to make it very difficult for the Congress in seat sharing.